Today is Wednesday, June 17, 2026. This is today's news briefing, World and Germany. First, the global headlines. Global story number 1, US-Iran conflict and Hormuz shipping risk, inflation and monetary policy pressure. The US-Iran conflict and Hormuz shipping risk have impacted the global energy market, influencing inflation expectations and monetary policy. The key points to watch are the implementation of the US-Iran agreement, the speed of the restoration of shipping in the Hormuz, the European Central Bank's monetary policy. Global story number 2, World Cup progress, economic impact, and global attention. Messi breaks records, German youth stars emerge, and teams face challenges as the World Cup drives tourism, broadcasting, and sponsorship. The 2026 World Cup features Messi's historic hat-trick, Germany's young players gaining attention, teams struggling with extreme weather and travel issues, and Austria's return to the global stage. The World Cup boosts host countries' tourism revenue, but extreme weather may affect stadium operations. Sponsors gain exposure, especially on social media, though some teams face disruptions due to travel restrictions. AI is used for real-time data analysis and fan engagement, but extreme weather poses challenges to electronic equipment stability in some stadiums. Multiple teams face challenges from travel restrictions and political factors, highlighting geopolitical impacts on international competitions. Argentina led by Messi will maintain dominance, German youth players may gain more playing time, and extreme weather could affect further match arrangements. Global story number 3, Russia's war in Ukraine exacerbates pressure on Russian forces. Russia is facing a growing shortage of soldiers in the war in Ukraine and is being forced to take extraordinary measures to bolster its troops. The key points to watch are the ongoing pressure on Russian forces, the development of the security situation in Europe, the use of drone and UGV technology. Global story number 4, Anthropic's massive funding sparks AI investment frenzy. Anthropic's massive funding sparks global AI investment frenzy, while facing U.S. government restrictions on AI model usage. The key points to watch are Anthropic's IPO progress, U.S. government's regulatory policy adjustments, rise of Chinese AI models. Global story number 5, EU plans to expand sanctions against Russia in response to Ukraine war. G7 countries plan to strengthen sanctions against Russia as the Ukraine war continues to cause casualties. The key points to watch are the G7 countries sanctions list, the development of the Ukraine war, energy price fluctuations. Now, the main stories from Germany. Germany story number 1, German politics, conflicts between the Union and the far-right intensify. German politics is currently marked by multiple policy disputes surrounding the monitoring of the far-right, tax reforms, and international relations. The key points to watch are final decision on the monitoring of the far-right, progress of the SPD-CSU tax proposal, Merkel's international activities. Germany story number 2, the ECB faces a challenge from inflation and energy price fluctuations. The ECB is facing a challenge from inflation and energy price fluctuations, with markets highly attentive to interest rate policy. The key points to watch are Fed decision, Japan's rate hike influence, ECB interest rate policy. Germany story number 3, Northern Ireland conflict and Musk controversy. The Northern Ireland conflict has escalated again, with German media reporting that Musk is being sued over his comments on migrants, but the connection between the two events is unclear. The key points to watch are Musk's lawsuit, Northern Ireland conflict escalation, changes in German media regulation. Germany story number 4, toy giant Ravensburger acquires majority stake in Stief. German toy manufacturer Ravensburger has announced the acquisition of a majority stake in Stief, a well-known manufacturer of plush toys. The key points to watch are EU antitrust authorities development, supply chain integration, stock price movement. Germany story number 5, pharmaceutical giant Moderna considers acquiring BioNTech's German factory. The U.S. pharmaceutical company Moderna is evaluating the possibility of acquiring BioNTech's factory in Germany, subject to certain policy conditions. The key points to watch are the stance of the German government, the progress of negotiations between Moderna and BioNTech, the impact of German labor costs and energy prices. Finally, the weather. In the north, cloudy, 16 to 30 degrees, peak rain chance around 3%. In the west, cloudy, 19 to 34 degrees, peak rain chance around 4%. In the east, cloudy, 15 to 31 degrees, peak rain chance around 3%. In the south, cloudy, 16 to 34 degrees, peak rain chance around 3%. A light jacket is useful in the morning and evening, and an umbrella may be worth taking. That is today's news briefing. We will keep tracking the next developments.